Hello there. Hope you're doing well. This is Karen from Green Blue Real Estate. Hello. Thank you for always taking care of things. Of course, that's what we're here for. It's my pleasure to serve our valued tenants. Actually, I have something urgent I need to inform you about, Miss Hayes. Do you have a moment right now? What is it? I really wish I didn't have to be the bearer of this news. But it's something that affects all our valued residents. Oh. Actually, regarding the apartment building you're currently living in, we've decided on a rent increase across the board starting this April. What? I know this is so sudden and surprising. However, we ask for your understanding and cooperation from all residents. These decisions are never made lightly, I assure you. The management has been discussing this for months now. So we look forward to your continued support of both your apartment building and Green Blue Real Estate. Wait a minute. What do you mean by a rent increase? Well, prices for everything have been going up lately, haven't they? Along with that, land values have been fluctuating too. The cost of building maintenance has skyrocketed. Utilities, insurance, property taxes, everything is more expensive now. I see. So, after discussing with the landlord, we're very sorry, but the rent increase has been decided. Trust me, we explored every other option first. Discussed with the landlord, you say? Oh yes, extensively. Hours and hours of meetings. The landlord was also very pained about the rent increase. It kept them up at night, honestly. So please, don't contact the landlord with any angry complaints. They're already feeling terrible about having to do this. It really was an agonizing decision for the landlord. But sometimes these tough choices have to be made for the long-term stability of the building. By the way, how much of an increase are we talking about? Well, that depends on which unit you're in. You live on the first floor, correct, Miss Hayes? Yes. Let me just double-check my records here. Your rent is currently around $1,500 per month, but starting this April, the rent will be $3,000 per month. What? $3,000 per month? So you're saying the rent will double? That's correct. I know it sounds like a lot, but when you consider the current market rates, similar apartments in this area are going for even more. I've never heard of such a rent increase. The rent suddenly doubling. Your anger is completely understandable, Miss Hayes. However, recent price increases have been very severe. Please understand and cooperate with us. This is really the minimum increase we could manage. The landlord wanted to go even higher, but I fought for the current tenants. That's not something I can understand right away, and to report this over by text message without any formal written notice. We thought direct contact would be better than a one-sided written notice. This is our way of showing consideration. Personal communication shows we care about our tenants as individuals. This is what you call consideration? Absolutely. We wanted to give you a chance to ask questions and discuss this directly with us. So about the rent increase, can I assume you've accepted it? Huh? Great that you've accepted it. We look forward to working with you starting in April. I'll make a note in your file right away. Wait, I haven't accepted anything yet. Huh? Oh, I must have misunderstood. But surely you can see that this is just the reality of the situation, right? I cannot accept this rent increase. Please go back and discuss this with the landlord again. I see. You can't accept it. I was really hoping we could work this out amicably, but if that's your final decision, then unfortunately, Miss Hayes, you'll have to move out. What? The rent increase has already been decided, but if you can't accept it, then you'll have to move out by April. I'm sorry, but those are your only two options. Pay $3,000 or move out. That's an impossible choice, isn't it? Unfortunately, that's all there is. I understand it's difficult, but these are the circumstances we're all dealing with. I wish there was another way, but my hands are tied. The housing market is tough these days. Excuse me? Look, I know it's not what you want to hear, but if you don't want to move out, then you'll have to pay the $3,000. So please, make your decision quickly. Move out or pay up. I need to report back to the landlord by tomorrow.
Aunt Susan, is this rent increase for real? I absolutely can't afford $3,000 a month.
What? Tyler, you got contacted too?
I just got a message from Karen at the real estate company. She said if I can't pay, I'll just have to move out. She was acting like it was already decided and there's no room for negotiation. This is insane. I thought there were laws against this kind of thing. I'm freaking out here, Aunt Susan.
I can't believe they contacted you too.
Karen explained the situation to me. You've been trying so hard to keep the rent from going up, haven't you?
Huh?
I'm grateful to you, Aunt Susan. I had finally found a job, but all the good apartments were getting taken and I couldn't find a place to move. You really saved me when you let me rent this place. But I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to cancel my lease.
Cancel your lease?
I'm just starting out in my career. There's no way I can afford $3,000 a month. My company's housing allowance only covers up to $500. Even with overtime, it doesn't add up to that amount. After taxes and everything, there's no way I could swing $3,000 just for rent. I feel bad after all you've done for me, but I'm gonna have to cancel. I'm really sorry about this.
Wait, Tyler, you don't need to cancel your lease.
Huh?
You don't need to move either. Just keep living in my apartment building like always. Don't worry about the rent.
I can't do that. You must be struggling with land costs and management fees, right? I appreciate your kindness, but I'd feel terrible to do that. Karen explained how expensive everything has gotten for building owners. She said property taxes alone have tripled in the last 2 years. I don't want to be a burden on you when you're already dealing with financial pressure.
That's not a problem at all, so don't worry about it and just keep living here.
Really?
Yes, really, so you don't need to cancel. Only cancel when you find a place you really want to live.
But Karen said it would be really hard on you if the rent doesn't go up. And she said there are already people willing to pay as much as $3,000. So if I can't pay, it would be better if I just moved out. She mentioned there's a waiting list of potential tenants.
What?
Since I'm your nephew, it wouldn't be fair for me to get a discount while all the other residents are struggling with whether to pay or move out.
Other residents? Tyler, did everyone else get contacted by Karen too?
It seems like it. The neighbors on the same floor are also troubled about the rent increase. Mrs. Chen next door was crying when I saw her in the hallway, and that college student Jake looked completely panicked.
What?
Everyone's talking about it in the building group chat. Some people are already looking for new places. So don't worry about me. It's definitely better to rent to someone who can actually pay rather than a broke family member. I don't want to be the reason you lose money on this building.
Wait, Tyler, what else did Karen tell you?
Huh?
Tell me everything you actually heard from Karen.
Huh? She said this was happening to buildings all over the city, and that you were really stressed about having to make this decision.
About the next tenant is already decided. I never heard anything about that. And I never had any intention of raising the rent either.
Huh? Really? But Karen said it was an agonizing decision for the landlord, and that you were worried about losing good tenants, but had no choice.
Tyler, what time do you get off work today?
I'm still new at the company, so I don't have much work. I should be able to leave on time, probably home by 6 p.m. Why? Is everything okay?
Then come to my apartment when you get back. It sounds like I need to hear all about this story directly from you.
I don't really get it, but okay. I'll contact you when I'm heading home. Aunt Susan, you're not in trouble, are you?
Just come over when you get home. We need to talk. Hello there. This is Karen from Green Blue Real Estate. Hello. How are things going? I hope you had a good night to think everything over. Have you decided whether to renew or move out? Yes, I've decided. I won't be renewing or moving out. Huh? I'm sorry, I don't understand. Could you clarify about that? I'm not paying $3,000 rent, but I'm also not moving out of this apartment. Wait a minute. That doesn't make sense. Those are the only two options. Huh? Miss Hayes, are you saying you plan to illegally squat here? What's illegal is what you're doing. I've never heard of rent suddenly doubling. Therefore, I won't be paying such an amount. Look, I understand you're upset, but the law is the law. Even so, the rent increase was decided in consultation with the landlord. I understand the residents' feelings, but as long as you live here, you have to pay. That's just how rental agreements work. No. What do you mean, no? You can't just refuse to pay rent and expect to keep living somewhere. So you'll be moving out then? I don't want that either. Huh? Okay, you're really not making sense here. I'm saying I don't want either option. But those are literally the only choices available. Look, rental apartments aren't a charity. If you can't pay, you have to move out. Stop being so childish. This is how the real world works. Excuse me? I understand you resent the rent increase, but you should resent yourself for not being able to afford even $3,000 rent. Maybe you should have worked harder in life. What? To put it bluntly, if you can't afford $3,000 rent, this apartment is above your means, you know? There's no shame in admitting that. What? If this level of rent is too much, you should move to a cheaper apartment. Poor people should live in poor people's housing. It's just common sense. What? Recently, there's been a lot of development near the apartment building, right? Thanks to that, more people want to live in this area. The whole neighborhood is upgrading. Property values are skyrocketing. Thankfully, there are people who want to live in this apartment. Some of them say $3,000 rent is no problem at all. I've got a waiting list of qualified applicants. So you're saying you have paying customers lined up, so the poor people should get out and make room? Despite having no money, your brain seems to work fine. You figured it out pretty quickly. Yes, that's exactly how business works. What? Miss Hayes, you're just someone who can only afford to live on the first floor anyway. You'd be better off living in a cheap apartment. First floor units are for people who can't afford better. Oh, if you'd like, we can help you find a place. We'll find you a cheap place that fits your budget. I know some buildings on the other side of town that may be under your budget, much more suitable for your income level. No, thank you, because I'll continue living in this apartment building. No, you absolutely have to move out. You don't have the right to live here. Rights come with responsibilities, and you can't meet yours. What? If you won't accept the rent increase, we don't need you in this apartment building, so please move out. We're upgrading the tenant quality. We need tenants who can actually contribute to the building's value. Sorry, but this is all the landlord's wish. From now on, this apartment building is no poor tenants. It's going to be so much nicer without people who can't pay their bills. But I don't remember asking for that. Huh? I'm the landlord of this apartment building, and I don't remember making any such request. What? Wait, what did you just say? I've never even considered raising the rent. Huh? Are you joking right now? You said you consulted with the landlord, but I wonder which landlord you consulted with. Wait, please wait. This is impossible. Huh? Miss Hayes, you're the landlord here? I know many apartment building owners, but I'm unusual in that I live on the first floor instead of the top floors. I prefer being close to my tenants and accessible to them. So, you mistook me for just another resident? Huh? This can't be happening. But as a property management company, I'd expect you to at least remember the building owner's name. What? Please wait a moment. Let me check our files. Huh, are you really the landlord here? Oh my god, oh my god. If you don't believe me, check the property registration. You should have those documents right. I'm checking right now. Please tell me this is some kind of mistake. The property deed, it says Susan Hayes. Looks like you've confirmed it. This can't be real. So, let me ask again. I never requested any rent increase. What exactly is this all about? There must be some kind of misunderstanding. Maybe there was a miscommunication in the office. Running an apartment building profitably is important, of course, but I don't want to become a money-grubbing landlord. I want to provide housing where my nephew, a first-year worker, can come home exhausted and feel comfortable, and where university students can live peacefully. I have no intention of becoming money-focused and catering only to wealthy tenants. Yes, I completely understand that. Oh? That's exactly why this apartment building has lower rent than the surrounding area, right? Despite that, it has excellent security measures and is a very popular building. I'm fully aware of this. I've always respected your approach to property management. I see, so you did understand. Then please leave and tell all the first-floor residents you contacted that the rent increase is cancelled. Huh? But wait, can we talk about this first? Actually, I live on the first floor as my nephew does. He's very good with people, so your targeting of the young people living on the first floor is completely exposed. I am terribly sorry. I'll contact everyone immediately to correct this. Please give me a chance to make this right. Miss Hayes! I've contacted everyone I messaged and made corrections. I sincerely apologize for my unauthorized actions. Everyone has been informed that the rent increase is completely cancelled. You better be. What a mess you've created. I nearly lost my precious tenants. My nephew is ready to move out, and Mrs. Chen was in tears. But please understand, I made this decision thinking of you, Miss Hayes. Please consider seriously raising the rent. I know I messed up the approach, but the idea itself has merit. Excuse me? This area has become very popular recently. It's true that many people want to live in this apartment building. Just yesterday, I had 5 different people call asking about vacancies. The demand is absolutely incredible right now. That's why I think now is the perfect opportunity. If we bring in well-paying tenants now, it won't be a loss. Think about it as a business investment. Well-paying tenants, huh? We could even renovate. If we create stylish units and market them, they'll definitely fill up quickly. I have connections with contractors who could do amazing work. Hardwood floors, granite countertops, stainless steel appliances, modern amenities that young professionals are looking for. If we make units worth $3,000, well-paying tenants will definitely come. I have a whole list of people willing to pay premium prices. As I said before, I'm not interested in any of that. But increased rental income is a good thing. It should make you happy as the landlord. More money means more financial security for you. You could afford to make even better improvements to the building. You're the ones who would be happier, aren't you? Huh? Real estate companies get a percentage of the rent as management fees. The higher the rent, the more money goes into your pockets. That's true, but we also provide better service with higher value properties. Sorry, but I don't own real estate for profit, so I won't be raising the rent. Please reconsider, I'm begging you. I'll definitely bring in well-paying tenants. There really are people who would pay $3,000. Young executives who would love to live here. Then your rental income would double. Imagine what you could do with that extra money. The real estate company profits and the landlord profits. It's win-win. We could market this as a premium property. Plus, higher income tenants tend to be more responsible, less likely to cause problems. You're quite desperate. Well, I suppose with that much debt, you have to be. Huh? What are you talking about? What's this about the real estate company profits, too? You were planning to pocket all the management fees from the rent increase yourself. Huh? I don't know what you're implying. I was going to contact the real estate company right away, but I got curious and did some research on my own. You have quite a lot of debt, don't you? About $200,000 total. How do you know that? That's private information. Property owners have strong networks. When I consulted with an acquaintance, they told me. They said they also got contacted about rent increases. Apparently, you've been trying this scam on multiple properties. What? Which property owner? It's not a scam. I was genuinely trying to help. That owner refused, but apparently you were quite persistent. In the end, you even used emotional manipulation, crying about your debt. No, I was just explaining market conditions. That person was sympathetic and didn't contact the real estate company, but I won't be so merciful. Huh? Please don't jump to conclusions. Please let me explain my situation. I'm calling the real estate company immediately. I'll report all of your unauthorized actions as complaints. No! Please, let's talk about this rationally. Oh, and I think I'll change management companies too. I can't trust a company with employees like this. Please wait! Please don't do that! I can explain everything. Please don't contact the company. If you change companies, they'll blame me for losing a client. What? I'll apologize profusely, so please forgive me on that point. If you contact the company, I'll definitely be fired. My boss has been looking for reasons to let me go. My sales numbers have been terrible this quarter. And if you change management companies, if they demand damages, my debt will increase even more. I could end up bankrupt. Well, that's not my problem. Just like tenants can decide whether to renew or cancel, landlords can decide which real estate company to work with. Please, somehow find it in your heart to forgive me. I was in financial trouble, and it was just a momentary lapse. Everyone makes mistakes when they're desperate. A momentary lapse. You should know the difference between right and wrong, and to do this without telling your company, completely on your own. My debt kept growing, and I was really desperate. The interest rates are killing me. I used to be a popular salesperson when I first started, but lately, even new employees are beating my performance, so my salary and bonus have been cut. But I just can't stop this spending habit. I have credit cards maxed out, a car loan, student loans. I thought if I could just get some big commission checks. I don't care about your personal problems. Please don't say that. Please have mercy. I know what I did was wrong, but I was drowning. My credit score is already ruined. I was just trying to make some extra money. Everyone does it. If I lose this job, I'll have nothing left. No mercy. Please, I'm begging you. I have nowhere else to turn. If I lose this job, I'll never find another one in real estate. My reputation will be ruined. You should have thought about that before you decided to commit fraud. Actions have consequences. Sorry, but my apartment building doesn't welcome near criminals. I immediately contacted the management company, and I heard that Karen was fired shortly after. Moreover, it was discovered that she had been embezzling company funds to pay her debts, and it became a police matter. The management company begged me, please continue our management contract, but since I had no particular reason to stay with them, I declined. It's honestly scary to think about a company that would let an employee easily embezzle money. I heard Karen ended up with debts in millions after the company sued her for damages. I continue to keep my apartment building at full capacity with rent set somewhat below market rate. This is my ideal apartment management.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.